Hello, this is Palico Padge, and welcome back to another episode of The House of Many Doors, or A House of Many Doors. We'll get the title right at some point, I'm sure. There's going to be enough episodes, or at least I like to think there's going to be enough episodes in order to be able to do this. But by the by, we are currently in Founder's Fire. We came to Founder's Fire because we thought we were going to be treated to a slap-up meal from our navigator. It turns out she's a big, fat, dirty liar, and she actually said to the entire crew that I was going to pay for it. So I shot her in the knee and left her for dead. And that's how Captain Padga is going to be in this. We don't take any crap off anyone. No, not doing it. No, don't piss on the captain. It's not good. It's not good. It will end in tears and blood, it would appear. And whilst we were here, we came across the prince and his close circle of advisors, and it turns out his closest, the Prince's Heart, has done a runner, so we've been tasked with trying to find him. With that being all said, let's crack on. We don't want to be jibber-jabbing for too long. We're going to pour over the map. So we need to be heading up to the northeast. I think we'll just head in that general direction. The missile type things scared the bejesus out of me in the last episode. I think we need to avoid those as much as possible. So if I do need to take a diversion to stay away from them, so be it. But with that being said, we'll head to the east and just try our luck, really. See what's going on. Oh, that's a good start. Nice empty room. Good to note. A swirl of pale moss goes eddying up into the blackness above. Well, there you go. So we've got another one free. You know what? I don't even know. There's bloody bats every time. I don't even know how far across we need to go. Probably another 3. That's fine. In fact, if those missiles get a bit too close, I might even turn the heart light off. It might be worth going a little bit crazy for the sake of not getting damaged at all. So we shall go across once again. Nothing to see here. And we'll do one more room and we'll check the map again. Oh, nice and empty. Good, good, good. Because I feel at the moment we should be avoiding anything which is larger than us. And, well, those missiles were definitely larger than us, that's for sure. So let's have a quick look at the map. Yeah, so if we head up north now, we should be laughing. Didn't get me that time. I was ready for that time. Oh, we have a house. An abandoned cottage. A rickety old house from another world, dropped into this much larger house without ceremony. Its ceiling has fallen in and rats scatter from the rubble as you approach. This looks pretty much like the other house we went to, so we'll enter once again. Inside the cottage you find a huge clay golem sitting on its haunches, its eyes hollow and empty. It could have been waiting here for centuries. So we have a deactivated golem. Alright, okay. And, oh, a little kinetopede. He's quite happy going in his own way. And I'm quite happy to leave him alone. So everyone's a winner there. And we can thread through, lovely. So if we just keep going north, avoiding people, we should come across our first port of call. Think we're staying away from him enough? Lots of crackling going on. One more and we should be there. Look, there's temples and everything. It seems to be like gas stations, which is a bit weird. Oh, one more still. Is it one more? One more. Like wells I can understand, and statues and even mushrooms, but gas stations? Oh. Last visited Founder's Fire. Map updated. Really? You've only just figured that much out? Unless there's something else we've come across. Nope. Well, here we are. In Gandola. Pretty. Gandola is a town of wooden huts and walkways, propped on stilts above a knee-deep, lukewarm ocean. It's just a little town with a reputation for friendliness and amazing seafood. And we've got some more apprehensions. Cool. Right, so what do we want to do? I suppose we gather some news first. We can do the Prince's Heart last. The trout has been especially delicious recently. The Firefighters Guild has foiled another arson attack by pyrophile apes. The mayor has donated half his wealth to helping Gandola's impoverished. What a stand-up guy. Well, wow, you made 5 friends just asking about this. Nice. Well, let's have a wander around the walkways, I guess. Sodden wood creaks beneath your feet. One fisher, a colossal woman with arms like marble columns, tells you in a good-natured drawl about the strangest catches she's ever made. Boots, books, panicked cats. She once hooked another fisher's rod and pulled him in from the opposite dock. She roars with laughter. A slap on the back that rattles your teeth. And we have a droll recollection. Not bad for free. Travel through the fetch mirror. Fill your empty memory box with happy memories. You will lose 1 droll recollection and gain 1 box of happy memories. Interesting. I'll keep this open. I presume this is something I can do anytime. So we'll hold on to that. Sanity's doing okay. Fuel is alright. So let's ask about the Heart's last visit to Gandola, I guess. The hand mentioned a fishing holiday. When you ask, most of the villagers mumble and blush and hurry away. Fishing holiday? Repeats one young fisherwoman before barking a laugh. No, the Heart came up here to marry a woman he barely knew. When they finally found him hiding under her bed, they had to drag him out by his ankles. He actually left fingernail gouges in the doorframe. Scarlet, he was shouting. Scarlet, I love you. He could hear it all over the village. You ask if she knows where to find this Scarlet. Of course I can, says the fisherwoman. She's my sister. She points at a house down the waterlogged street. She'll be in there sitting on her ass, the lazy cow. So let's go knock on Scarlet's door. It's a house like any other in Gandola. It's creaking, wooden, warped with damp. Scarlet is a broad woman with cherry red lips and a pair of pince-nez spectacles perched precariously on her snub nose. She welcomes you into her house and gives you a wrapped trout dish for your journey. I haven't seen the Heart in 10 years, she starts, bringing you a cup of tea. He forgot me as soon as he was back at the capital. I'm not bitter, mind. I knew what he was like when I married him. I just wish the rest of the village would stop going on about it. So we've gained a Gandolan trout, and we've updated our concern concerning the Heart, and perhaps we'll have better luck at Eld Abrathat. She sends you on your way with a long-suffering smile. Right, so let's have a quick look, see if there's any shops. We have the Fisherman's Wharf, a dozen platforms on stilts connected by ropes and ladders and sloping bridges. Fish juices soak the wooden boards, making them stinking and slick. And we can buy more trout, although one's enough for the time being. Hooch gets us into trouble with navigators, so I'm not too fussed by that. And we have the Calaram Run, but we can only sell that. Gandolans have a legendary appreciation for this beverage and are constantly lamenting its short supply. So we are pretty much done here. Oh, we have 44 apprehensions. So we need 50, I believe. So we're very close on that. The rest is a-okay. I'm quite happy to leave it. We want to go, I think it's north then east. Yes. So to the north. To the north. Oh, that's a long train. Woo! Oh, my voice broke then. Jeez. Oh, and I'm running into stuff. Hang on. Oh, we'll swing it around. There we go. Ah, the disadvantages of still going through puberty. Oh, are you leaving or are you coming? Are you leaving or are you coming? Are you leaving or are you coming? I don't want to fight you, friend. Okay, you're sort of stuck in a loop. We're going to go east. Oh, that might have been advantageous to us. A collapsed library. A library from another world, collapsed in on itself like a badly baked cake. A few scattered books lie amongst the rubble, but they're rotten and damp. So we have a test of vigilance, search for an intact book. At least one must have survived the years. A formidable proposition. Success is highly unlikely, or we can scuttle off. Well, I don't think it's going to cost us anything for trying, so let's give it a whirl. Oh, success! Reggie Davis, your junior engineer, finds a book still lying on a miraculously untouched shelf. He blows aeons of dust from the covers and shoots you a delighted grin. And we've gained an ancient grimoire. Quite a find. Now scuttle back off into the dark. I'll take it. I'll take it. Now, where are we going? Because I'm completely lost. To the east. To the east. I mean, I think that's a good thing. I might do a little bit of research into these items in between episodes. It might be worth just seeing what they're worth and what we can do with them. Oh, that's not a good thing. That is not a good thing. We want to take it as wide as we can. In fact, I'm going to turn the light off. He doesn't need to know about us. And then we'll try and start it back up. Doesn't matter though. We're at Eld Abrathat, which is where we wanted to be. Nestled within the mouth and eye sockets of an enormous skull, Eld Abrathat is the Principate's centre of trade. But also, it is also famous for its overwhelming number of heresies, cults, secret societies, and those who live beneath the dome of the grandfather's skull for too long are said to go insane. And we've got more apprehensions, which is good. Where's that guy? Can we drop him off? Drop off your ghoul passenger and receive 100 gold. Or guineas. My bad. Guineas. Your passenger pays what was promised and slips into the crowd. You hope whatever awaits them is better than what they left. Absolutely. Godspeed, friend. So, what are we going to do? We can rest and recover. We can repair the hull. We can gather news, which I think we should probably do. There are radios on every street corner, but using them costs a coin a minute. An ivory chipper fell to his death as he mined the skull. Police warn the illegal cult activity is now more common in Eld Abrathat than organised crime. The citizens' petition to gild the grandfather skull has been vetoed by the prince. Well, well, Eld Abrathat drowns in darkness. So that is that done. We can wander the screws. A perspective. Oh, we can pick someone else up. We can have a look at that in a second. Let's wander the screws first. The dome of the grandfather skull darkens these maze-like streets. The screws are the epicenter of the chronic strangeness that afflicts Eld Abrathat, a web of shifting alleys and runt streets that seem much larger and more labyrinth than is, strictly speaking, possible. Each strand of the screws brims with cultists, occultists, second-rate summoners, and their third-rate summons. Generally speaking, wandering through here without an experienced guide is a bad idea. The alleyways change behind you. You turn to find your previous route blocked by a brick wall. For several hours you walk up and down endless squirrely little streets looking for a way out. A toothless old woman follows you for miles, screeching your name. You never told her your name. Later a young man staggers towards you. You hurry away when you see the maggots crawling over his face. A test of insight to try to find a way out. You've heard of tourists getting lost in the screws for weeks on end. Most will end up joining a cult just out of self-preservation. A desperate gamble, success is implausible. Oh, the bloody hell are we supposed to get out of here then? Can I just press back? No. Well, I guess we're going to do it then. You wander hopelessly down endless piss-soaked alleyways, past endless ostentatious bizarrities. A blur of freakish figures follow you in order to cajole, taunt, threaten, recruit, or simply frighten you. In your haze of despair, these dozens of accosters all blur into one, a horrid devil who delights in your torment and who you cannot shake. Lucky for you, your crew send out a search party. By the time Bradley tracks you down, you've joined a cult that worships fire and are about to undergo your first branding. Oh well. We have had a horrifying ordeal though, which is good. We've lost a bit of sanity, nothing to worry about too much there. And we spent 9 days lost in the screws. You're soon back to your old self. Though in your dreams, you still sometimes wander the screws. Well, that was interesting. What else do we have? Oh, we can now fill our memory box with terrifying memories. Interesting. Let's see what passenger there is. An elderly woman asks for safe passage to the city of bridges. She will pay you 100 guineas on arrival. Why not? She clings to her bags and refuses all help. Yet she's trusting her life to a stranger. Why not? We'll do it. Anything else? Anything else? No. So let's ask about the prince's heart. It's difficult to make yourself heard in the crowded hubbub of the screws. You stand in the narrow street trying to distinguish yourself from the other street hecklers distributing pamphlets and ask passers-by about the stone eaters. A man slathered in swirling animated tattoos scratches his chin thoughtfully. The tattoos dance away from his fingernail. Yes, I've heard of them. He gives you some detailed directions and then tries to thrust a pamphlet in your hand. But forget the Stone Eaters. Why not join the cult of the murderous twins? They only murder each other. It does sound tempting, I must admit. The Stone Eaters' headquarters is a broken down building deep in the screws. The door opens onto a steep, gravelly slope. The Stone Eaters seem to have ripped out the floors and made the inside of their house a quarry. What do you want? Calls one of the grey-robed cultists at the bottom of the pit. A shower of pebbles falls from her mouth. Let's ask her name first. We've got to be polite about these things. I am Priestess Muldain, says the cultist, throwing her hood and smiling. Her teeth are a horrible array of broken splinters. Did the heart send you? Has he remembered us at last? Explain that you are looking for the prince's heart. The priestess's eyes widen. The heart came to Eld Abrathat decades ago to found the Stone Eaters, she says in a hushed voice. He had a vision, you see, of stones with scars and teeth. He uncovered a whole new vein of the occult. We still follow his teachings today. He taught us how to devour stone, although, in his absence, the old knowledge has been lost. Behind her, a cultist shrieks in pain as he attempts to bite through a rock. Shards of teeth bounce from the floor, or across the floor. I presume we're going to be allowed to ask all these questions, so we shall do so. Who's your god? We have no god, says Priestess Mundane. We worship the pale, the light within darkness. Lightless is the light that darkness hides. So we've got a fragment of Epiphany. So why did the heart leave? He needed to attend to his duties at the Summoner's Circle, says the priestess sadly. We understood, of course. The prince's eye came to take him back to Founder's Fire. See, the fire got him, the eye got him in the end. Where might the heart have gone? She pauses thoughtfully. The heart always used to talk about travelling to Athena one day. He said that the hooded merchants had a unique knowledge of the occult, and he wanted to learn from them. Okie dokie, looks like we're off to Athena. Before you leave, the Stone Eaters insist on bringing you gifts. Oh, okay, well, that's very nice of them. We've got a bizarre effigy, a hazard coffee, a dragon spice, and an unsanctioned scripture. Gifts for the heart when you see him, says the priestess. The cultists come forward and lay assorted oddities before you. Spice, coffee, an effigy, a book of blasphemous rantings. Your next stop is Athena. Dark rumours surround the hooded merchants. Best be prepared for trouble. All right, so. We are... Oh, we can shatter the bizarre effigy. It is an offence to the sanctioned gods you grew up with. Interesting. Drink a canister of hazard coffee. It will clear your head, though it carries the risk of making you sleepless. So it restores our sanity. And that's it. That is this. I am going to spend 20 guineas to rest and recover. You wake up on the ivory dome of the grandfather's school with a splitting headache and no memory of the last few nights. You seem to be wearing strange-looking robes. Oh no, did you join another cult? Probably. I am one of those followers. Your old habits got the better of you again, but when you finally piece your crew back together, they seem in much better spirits. Obviously, whatever happened was good fun. So we've got our sanity back a little. You feel slightly sheepish, but your crew have smiles on their faces. To anxious. Let's do that again. Steady. That's fine. And let's have a quick look. We have the screws in the shops. A web of alleys infamously bursting with occult stalls and shops. Some only appear on certain days. Some are built of glass and rubber or filled with darkness or stretched across strange dimensions. At least one is built inside the groaning mouth of a live whale. Oh dear. And they buy stuff. Oh, they buy the deactivated golem. A ship filled with mannequins, statues and dolls. They turn to face you as you open the door. I've also got the occultist paraphernalia. I've got this stuff, but I don't really want to be selling it because I don't know what it's worth. A dozen shopkeepers compete to be the one to take this off your hands, the occult relic. Do we have an occult relic? No. We do have an occultist paraphernalia. Or an ancient grimoire. I'm pretty sure we've got one of those. Yeah, we do. We've only got the one, mind. What's it worth? 180 gold. Again, I don't know. Maybe I need to do a little bit of research in this game in between episodes, just so I've got more direction with what we can do with these things and if they're important or not. I'd hate to think that we're using up space here because we're very close to our capacity. But I say very close. We're close enough to our capacity. More close than I want to be so early into the game. With all this stuff, and we don't know what the bloody hell we're doing with it. So I'll have to look into that. The hull is okay. I think we're good to leave. I think we are good to leave. Let's do this. I'll have a quick look-see. So where are we going now? Take a passage to Eld Abrathat. We've done that. What are you? City of Bridges is there. And we have the Unmoving Star. I'm going to move around with the W, A, S and D buttons because I don't like moving the mouse. It's all skew with. Where are we supposed to be dropping off this lady? Because it hasn't popped up. Unless we just keep holding until it does. Unless it's somewhere we've been already. Founder's Fire. Conjure Rust. City of Keys. Clayton's Mill. Maybe it is the City of Bridges we've got to take her to. I need to reread that. I'm going to go to the Unmoving Star, I think. So we need to go north, then west. Good. North it is, then. Is that fire still out? It is, although that's a good thing at the moment. We'll stop it. We'll stop here. A collapsed library. A library from another world collapsed in on itself like a badly baked cake. A few scattered books lie amongst the rubble, but they've rotten and damp. Again, might as well give it a whirl. You never know. Oh, we failed. You search for hours, but all the books have been eaten away by darkness and damp. Best move on. All right. Well, I'm going to turn my light off again. Because reasons. Oh. So it would appear this thing only finds us when we've got our light on. So that's just something to keep in mind. We'll start it back up, since we're not too close to it now. They're just big, you know. They're big and they're missile shaped. That's generally not good in my experience. Two more, yeah. Not good at all. Oh, there we go. Oh, we've got a house. A ruined pub. Oh, okay. A tavern from another world. Its roof is caved in, its floor caked in dust. The bar is tragically empty. Terrible. So, we can search for a drink. There must be something not smashed. Yeah, we'll give it a whirl. Failed. So, we need to put up our vigilance, that's for sure. How's our vigilance at the moment? 26. Yeah, I suppose it wouldn't hurt. But hey ho. Ow. Oh, we have a lock. No, we can't open it. That's interesting. I guess I'm going to have to go west here then. Bats! Go away, notes. I can't see where I'm going. So I wonder, just out of curiosity, is north just locked off? It is. It's as far as we can go for the time being. That's fine. Oh, that's a tank! Run away. Fairly empty. Are we on track here? So 1, 2, 3 more than north. I hope we can go north, because if it's all locked off. Be a bit sucky if we couldn't. Still. When you've got big missiles and tanks chasing you around, it is nice to get an empty room. Light off. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. Another pub? Yes. Do we get a drink? No. Alright. Now do we go north? Now we go north. Please don't be locked off. No lock? No lock. Morning Star, here we come. Oh, sorry, Unmoving Star. Morning Star, that's Sunless Sea, isn't it? My bad. The Unmoving Star, a cold sun, thousands of miles across, stolen by the house from some unfortunate solar system. And we've got more apprehensions, which is awesome. A day of contemplation. The darkness cannot reach you here. It's the only thing we can do that I'm happy with doing. So let's do it. Flames rage in silence. Cinders dance on the breeze. So, oh, we gained sanity. And we've gained a breathtaking spectacle. You cannot look directly at the star, of course. Not if you want to keep your sight. Cool. No shops? No shops. And nothing else other than that. But that's fine. I dig it. Our passenger. 64. Our passenger. City of Bridges. Okay, so we are going to the City of Bridges. Okie dokie. And where are we going with this? Travel to Athena and ask the hooded merchants if they've seen the heart. We haven't come across Athena right now, have we? Bring interesting items back to the Museum of Unnatural Curiosity. Yes, that's another reason why I'm holding on to things at the moment. Here we go. So, a dream of trees. Gather 50 apprehensions so you can dream once more of gold leaf trees. I presume I have to be back home to do that. And Rutherford knows too much about the activities of the Surgeons Association. We'll talk to him. We'll see if we can further that along. Let's have a quick look at the map. So, I suppose we'll just keep heading west for as many as we can. And we might actually finish up in the City of Keys. I think that'd be a nice place to end this episode, and then we can offload some of our stuff at the start of the next episode. So we want to go west, please. We can also pick up fuel, which would be pretty cool. So it appears these kinetopedes, like us, are on their own little journey. We don't really have to worry about those. We could probably run into them if we wanted to and start a fight, but again, I'm not completely convinced with our setup at the moment. I don't feel like it's strong enough to do anything, really, other than escape, hopefully. And death is absolute in this, although it does auto-save every so often. Once you're dead, you're dead. And I think if I got past the sort of 4th or 5th... He's waiting for us. He's waiting for us. As soon as we get past the 4th or 5th episode of me recording, I don't think I'd want to start again. I'll start it back up again. We got away with it. I know how to get past those now. And we're only anxious. We don't die if the Sanity goes all the way down. I just don't want it to go down too low just yet. So what's this? A collapsed library. Any good? No. Okay, that's fine. Oh! Bats. Oh, we have another library. Is it... Oh, lordy! Turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. I am going to use this again, but I am definitely going to look at... Oh, we passed, okay. So what have we got? An indecipherable tome. Nice. I'm just going to sneak past. He doesn't need to know we're here. It does look like a tank, though. That's not good. Turn the light back on. So, looking at our crew, if we wanted to pull up our vigilance, what can we do? It'll cost us 15 apprehensions. How many apprehensions do we have? 64. So we can't really do it just yet. Because I need to keep the 50. Which is fine. Which is fine. We shall return. In fact, how's our little crew doing? We've got no swabbers at all. Still just moving along. I guess that's just like a bigger version of one of our ships. It doesn't seem too interested by us, which is probably a good thing. Is he coming at us? He is. He's definitely after us. Let's just get in here first. An abandoned cottage. A rickety old house from another world dropped into this much larger house without ceremony. Its ceiling has fallen in and rats scatter from the rubble as you approach. Got anything in you, son? Get away, get away! Crouched in one corner of the cottage is a scrawny man. Bearded and unkempt, he stares at you with wide eyes like a startled child and aims a rifle at you with trembling hands. This must be a visitant, snatched from another world and crawled inside here for shelter and dark. Oh. So we can ask how he got there, taken prisoner, or back away slowly. What kind of world was he taken from? In a croaking whisper, the visitant tells you how he was conscripted into a war against the things from the skies. A missile was descending upon his platoon, then everything went black, and he found himself here. Now I'm dead and in hell, he says. I know it to be true. You won't trick me, demon. He waves his rifle. So we've got a glimpse of another world. Do I want a prisoner? I mean, do I try and persuade him? I presume he's going to try and shoot us if we get it wrong. And we're at a disadvantage. We're going to take him prisoner. You snatch the rifle from the visitant's weak grip and kick him to the floor. Your crew chains his arms behind his back. Seems like the fair thing to do. Run! Run away! We made it. Oh, he won't be interested in this. Let's have a quick look at the map. Oh, we've got a fair way to go yet. Are you after us too? Possibly. Possibly. Oh, we have a well of some sort. An empty well. Something draws you to this well. You order the kinetopede stopped and descend to take a closer look. You peer over the stone lip. Some ravening emptiness tugs at the corners of your mind. So we can stare down the well, draw up the bucket, or leave it alone. Something's wrong. You order your crew back aboard the kinetopede. Let's draw up the bucket. The bucket comes up filled with roiling darkness. You manage to coax some of it into a glass vial before the rest dissipates. So we've got bottled darkness. That's interesting. We are grabbing a load of interesting stuff. I'll say that much. I need to get ready to press the heart though, just in case we come across anything a little bit too large. He wants to come and nibble on us. Bats. So there's a question mark here. What does that mean? Exhaustion. Oh, okay. So I don't need to be at home in order to do this. That's good. Exhaustion. You slave over your journals and notes, scraps of poetry, places you've been, people you've met. You fall asleep at your desk, tormented. You dream of trees again. Why not? A blue sky blazes above, unfathomable, endless. You are back in the orchard, where Ferrisphone hangs from her cage of spears. When she sees you, her eyes gleam. The more you see me, the more you write, the further your mind opens to me, she says. Many have come to me in a dream, but few gather enough fragments to return. There are others? Do you think you are the first to dream of escaping the house? Asked Ferrisphone. Others have promised to find me and free me, but death caught them first. Well, who killed you? I was betrayed, says Ferrisphone. Killed by those I thought my friends. We came here to... Her voice dies in her throat. Blisters swell and burst on her lips, and fresh blood runs down her chin. We came here in order to commit a crime. I'm afraid I'm forbidden to speak any more of it. I've never seen a place like this inside the house. There is nothing but blue overhead, no ceiling at all. It is enough to make you giddy. We are in the orchard, she says. The golden garden outside. The house... Oh, the golden garden outside the house. How does it feel to be under an open sky? So, what do we want? We'll go for... It's certainly novel to grab a unique experience. She smiles. Keep walking in that direction and you will stumble upon the house, she points, maneuvering her arm past the spears with some difficulty. It's smaller on the outside. Let's ask how she can help me escape the house. Out here in the orchard, the house finally loses its grip on you, she says. From here you can travel to any other world, or the infinite multiverse at your fingertips. The fruits of the trees are glowing brighter now. You can no longer look directly at Ferrisphone. She is just a dim silhouette, surrounded by a furious halo. I'll help you. Thank you, Padga. But you are waking up, and our time is running out. Your first task must be to find the door which leads out into the orchard. To do that you must. The glimmering fruits are incandescent now. The rest of her sentence is lost as a haze of golden light overtakes you. When you wake, you are still blinking away red spots. You close your eyes and snatch at vague leftover images from your dream. Spears, shining fruits, a rotting face. But you can't reach the orchard again. Not yet. Alright, you must gather more fragments and secrets. Alright, alright, well. What do we have to do? 60 apprehensions? You know what? I really don't think it's worth it at the moment. It's interesting as far as the story is concerned, but I don't think it's worth messing about with. I don't want to do any of that. I just want to return. There we go. So let's get back home, I think. How many have we got to go now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across, and then all the way down. We'll try and do this in 5 minutes. We don't want to get taken off course too much. We will stop at anything which we come across. They're fairly quick, these little challenges. I hope our fuel gets us all the way home. There we go. An old abandoned cottage. Let's have a look. Oh, we got another guy. You know, this time around, we'll ask him, then we'll try a test of spirit. In a croaking whisper, the visitant tells you how he was conscripted into a war. Oh, no, we've done that bit. Test of spirit. We passed. After much gentle cajoling, the visitant finally puts down his rifle. He agrees to join your crew. He doesn't have any better options after all. So, I think we'll take on a swabby because we don't have any. The visitant snaps off a smart salute and shoulders his rifle. Welcome to the crew. He gulps at your kinetopede with wonder. Keep gawping, friend. Keep gawping. Oh, we've got another well. Well. And this time I'm going to stare down the well, I think. After a long time, you manage to look away. You feel emptier than before. So we have a divine scrutiny. Abjar. Alright. Nothing to be seen here. Ooh, we've got a red one and our lights off. Lights got to go off. An abandoned cottage. Let's go on in. Get away, get away. Okay, so let's try a test of spirit. We passed again. So, see, the thing is, I don't know what swabbies do. I do know that junior engineers fix this stuff when you get into battle, so it'd be good to have a few of those around. Or some. And we shall avoid you like the plague. If I have to go south sooner than expected, then so be it. I think we're okay, though. Quick look at the map, see? Oh, we're going down. Nothing to see here. Oh. I don't know what you do, so I'm going to stay away from you. It is pretty cool, though. I wonder if you can get different vehicles in this game. That'd be also pretty cool. Yeah, put the light back on. Stay away! Yeah, it's all good though. Lights back on. Fuel is doing alright. We should be fine getting back. We'll definitely have to fill up. I might have to sell a few of these things just to get some money. What be you? You're big. A collapsed library. It's a very big library. We'll give it a whirl. Boo. Didn't strike it rich that time. Still, we've got enough interesting items to be able to hopefully do something when we get back to the main city. As I said, I promise you now, I will have a little bit of research done for the start of the next episode, just so I know what is available to us, and we'll take it from there. That way we should hopefully be able to have a bit more purpose as far as where we're going to be going. Although we do have our passengers to drop off. And there we go. We're back at the City of Keys. So I will leave it here because the episode's gone on a little bit longer than I would have liked it to. But I don't like ending it in the middle of a journey. Seems pointless. And yes, we shall leave it there. So thank you for watching. As always, a like is appreciated. And I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.